Hello, I'm Meg Markley, the Senior Director for Administrative and Technical Services at EMSDC, and I'll be managing the matchmaking for next week on January 31st. This tutorial should only take about 10 minutes. There will be a Q&A at the end. You can use the Q&A feature to submit your questions if you'd like, or you can raise your hand and I'll unmute. And this will also be recorded and shared and posted on the website. Hopefully everybody can see my screen. You can use the icon on the upper right to make it full screen for easier viewing. First, I wanted to point out this website, emsdcsupermatchmaker.org, with all the matchmaking information you'll need, such as where to register if you didn't yet, how to test your hardware, which is very important, and make sure that your audio and video work when you're in a meeting. Here's a short video tutorial to walk you through it, or a PDF user guide if you prefer, and several frequently asked questions. Some of these we'll be covering today. Hopefully everybody's already registered. Thank you so much for participating. So you can go ahead and click login, which will take you to your dashboard. Again, there's test your hardware or test your device to make sure everything works. Please do that today. If there's any issues, you can work with my business matches to see what's going on. Worst case scenario, there's a call-in option. In the upper right-hand side where your name is, there's a drop-down where you can edit your profile. And this is where you review and update any of your business information. Be sure to click save when you're done. This is where you can also change your files that you uploaded or upload them, such as logo, profile picture, brochure, capability statement. The bell up here is for the notifications. You can view them here, and there's a settings option. There's 3 different types of notifications you can get. The Let's Connect, that's direct messages between people. These are not meeting requests. So if you send somebody a Let's Connect message asking them to meet, that's not really the intention. You're supposed to use the meeting requests for that. Meeting updates, if you click on the box, it'll tell you exactly what these notifications are. If a new one's created, about to start, canceled. So this one's pretty important. I'd recommend having at least your email notifications on, and maybe even your text messages if you'd like. The in-app notifications are always enabled. That just means you'll get like a red icon up here whenever you log in. Meeting requests, same thing, very important. It lets you know when a new one's received, accepted, or declined. The inbox is where you can keep track of any Let's Connect direct messages, if you have any meeting requests that are received, and if you send any meeting requests. The directory is where you can see everybody that's participating. Since this is my test supplier account, I can only see the buyers. There's some filters on the left-hand side if you'd like. You can export them into a spreadsheet, add to your favorites, view their website, send them a Let's Connect message, and also view their profile. The matches part is pretty much set up the same as the directory. Sorry, it's a little bit finicky. You need to hover over My Matches and then click My Matches. And then you'll see it's a little bit different from the directory. It should say My Meeting Maker. And this one filters out only the people you match with. So starting tomorrow at 11 a.m., you'll see a third button here that says Schedule Meeting, where you can click Schedule Meeting and then pick a time to meet with them. For the opportunity section, if you're a buyer, this is where you'd say what you're looking for. Since I'm logged in as a supplier, this is what I provide, for example. There's several options on the left that you can add. I would also recommend adding in a description. Some of these are pretty broad, so the description helps the people you'd like to meet with see what your company does quickly. So since I don't have a way to show you how to schedule meetings in real time, since that doesn't open until tomorrow at 11, I have a short video tutorial. It'll take about 4 minutes where you can learn how to schedule and reschedule meetings.
To schedule a meeting with another participant, select on My Matches. Once selected, look for the participant with whom you'd like to schedule the meeting with by using the left-hand search tool. Select on Request Meeting, and once selected, choose the specific date you'd like the meeting to be held. Once the date has been selected, choose the times that you'd like the meeting to be held in as well. Once the date and times have been selected, send request and await for the participant to accept the meeting. To accept or decline the meeting request, select the icon labeled Inbox. Once selected, click on the icon labeled Request Received, and on this page, you will be able to view the requests and ignore requests. To accept the meeting, click on View Request, and you will be given the options for the recommended times and day that the meeting will occur. If you're unable to attend the meeting on the recommended times, you can choose an alternative day and time that might work best. Once you have selected a day and time that the meeting would be occurring, click on the day and hit Proceed. To cancel a meeting, select on the icon labeled Schedule and click on View Update My Schedule. Once selected, locate the meeting that you'd like to cancel. Once you have located the meeting, select Cancel Meeting, and a notification will be sent to the counterpart notifying them about the cancellation. View Update My Schedule. Locate the meeting that you'd like to reschedule, and once you have located the meeting, select Cancel Meeting. This way the meeting will be canceled and your counterpart will be notified about the cancellation. Once the meeting has been canceled, you will have to then request another meeting to the counterpart so they can accept the new timetable. To do this, click on My Matches and search for the participant that you'd like to reschedule the meeting for using the left-hand search box. Once you have located the participant, select Request a Meeting and select a separate date and time. Once you have selected the date and time, send request. To access your virtual meeting, select Schedule and click on View Update My Schedule. Once selected, look for the meeting that you'd like to join. Once you have found the meeting, select Join Virtual Room. At this time, you will need to test your internet connection, web camera, and microphone just to ensure that everything is working correctly before entering the meeting. Once everything has been tested, click on Join the Meeting. Once you have selected Join the Meeting, to share your screen, go to the top-hand toolbox and click Share My Screen. Select your entire screen and share, and you'll be all set. There are two ways to invite your colleague to the virtual meeting. First, you will need to share your credentials with your colleague. Secondly, log into your profile. Once logged in, go to Schedule and click View and Update My Schedule. Look for the meeting that you'd like to join and have your colleague follow the same process as you, since the platform allows you to connect from different services at the same time. The second option is to use the magic link. To access the magic link, click on Invite to this meeting, and once selected, you can either copy and paste the magic link, or you can type in the participant's name or phone number and send to the email or send SMS.
Okay, hopefully that gave you a good idea of how to schedule and participate in meetings. If you notice there was an option to ignore a meeting request, but please don't do that. It's much better to decline it so that the people you got the meeting invitation know if they have a free time and they can choose to participate with somebody else knowing they have an opening. And if you do decline and are able to give them any feedback as to why it's not a good fit, that would be appreciated as well. So the event's from 9 to 5. I don't really expect anybody to participate that whole time, but since we have the platform for the full day, it allows you to participate at your convenience. So if you go to your schedule tab, untoggle the only confirmed meetings, you can see each 13-minute block. Say you only want to participate in the afternoon, you can block off these morning appointments, and then you won't get any requests for that time. You can also easily undo it as well. If you have external meetings you need to participate in that are like 11, you can choose to block off that time. So whatever works for you, just be sure to block it off so that you don't get meeting requests at that time. And then once you start getting the meeting requests, this is where you'll be able to see them. And this only confirmed meetings option will be helpful to make a more streamlined view. Please respond to your meeting invitations quickly within 48 hours so that everybody can prepare for their meetings accordingly and fill up their schedules. Sandy Schrauger from PPL was nice enough to give us some tips for suppliers. Be sure to know your elevator pitch. Research the company you're going to meet with, so it's helpful to know well in advance who you're meeting with. Understand their industry. Be specific about how your goods and services can be beneficial. Be open to subcontracting opportunities. Have a capability statement and a diversity certificate ready to share. Ask for their contact information and next steps. So even with the people you match with, the system does not allow you to see their email address and phone number. So be sure to ask how to follow up, get their contact information. You can also ask me as well, and I can facilitate those introductions again. Some tips for the buyers are to share your procurement process, share your vision and values, and how supplier diversity supports your goals. Know what your company is looking to source or will be in the future. Also what you don't source. Be willing to make new connections and share next steps and realistic expectations. Since these meetings are only 13 minutes, it goes by fast. It's meant to be a quick introductory meeting with the goal of having a longer meeting down the road. Okay, I think that's all I wanted to cover, so I'm going to go ahead and open it up for Q&A. Okay, first question. Just to be clear, we can only schedule meetings on 1/31, correct? You can only participate in your scheduled meetings on January 31st. You can start to schedule them tomorrow, and there's no deadline for scheduling. You can schedule them on the 31st too, but we only have this platform available on January 31st. And somebody sees their matches from prior events. How can I only see matches for the current event? So thank you for participating in the past. If you go to my events over here, this shows all the events that you participated in the past. So you may need to switch over to the Super Matchmaker. Sorry, since I'm an admin, it's a little bit icky, but yeah, go ahead and look for this event, switch over to the right one. Since I'm already in the Super Matchmaker 2024, I'm not sure if I have any older ones I can switch to, but that would be done here. If you have any other questions on that, please shoot me an email at markley@emsdc.org, and we'll get that taken care of. Do you advise sending a Let's Connect message ahead of requesting a meeting? Yes, that is a good idea. Just letting the person know you do what you provide and that you're going to be sending them a meeting request tomorrow. Therefore, tomorrow we go online at 11 a.m. and try to book our meetings for January 31st. We must wait until the meeting is confirmed, so I thought it makes sense to try to book 3 or 4 and wait until we see the receptivity. Correct. It will only let you block one at a time, but I mean for one time slot, but there's several time slots available from 9 to 5. So yes, I would go ahead and try to meet with every match you can if they're a fit. And then once they decline, you can send out other meeting requests for that time. And I'm putting my email address in the chat in case anybody has any questions as you're scheduling your meetings or updating your profile. I know this is a lot to take in at once, but once you familiarize with your platform, you'll see it's pretty easy. And our national office, the National Minority Supplier Development Council, they use it as well for their matchmakers. So it makes it easy going forward. Some of your information may even save. Can we see the buyers before tomorrow? Yes, you can. So if you go to the directory, I'm logged in as a supplier, so I can only see the buyers right now. You'll be able to see all 51 that are participating. You can filter them by industry if you'd like. But you're only able to send meeting requests to those in your matches. And you can view those as well. You can add people to your favorites if you'd like, just to make it easy. Any other questions? Feel free to put them in the chat or the Q&A or raise your hand and I can unmute you. Okay, Tom, I'm gonna look at this afterwards to see what's going on. I have your contact information, so I'll be reaching out. Will there be state, local, city for the professional service requirements? We do have buyers registered that are from the city of Pittsburgh and the state of Pennsylvania. I don't remember off the top of my head what services they have. Okay, so we have the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania here. If you click on view profile, you'll be able to see what they're looking to purchase. Looks like they purchase everything, luckily. Yeah, and they do have professional services here. Unfortunately, they didn't elaborate on what those would be, but looks like it would be a good match for the professional services industry. And for the city, all right, I thought we had somebody from Pittsburgh. Okay, here we go. See what the city of Pittsburgh is looking for. Construction services. Always construction in Pittsburgh. All right, so I had a question on the buyers. Most of them that are registered are corporate members of either the Eastern Minority Supplier Development Council or national members from NMSDC, and they're all committed to supplier diversity. They usually have a person in charge of that department and work with the other procurement people for these meetings. So you may be meeting with either the supplier diversity contact, for example, Federal Home Loan Bank, Joel Acey. He's the contact there, but Chuck Durham, I believe he's in the procurement. And we have pretty much buyers from every industry registered. So there's a good mix. There should be something for almost everybody. And not all the buyers are able to participate. But you can always reach out at another time to see if you'd be able to meet, which is also ideal since you're not restricted to 13 minutes. And if there's something that you provide that doesn't happen to be on this list, shoot me an email and we'll see if we can get it added or if there's another category that may fall into. If you have any questions the day of the matchmaker, it's probably best to contact the My Business Matches support. They have a much bigger team than just myself. So if you have any issues with the technology, I'd recommend going there first, but I'm also going to be on standby with phone and email in case anybody needs assistance. In the system, it says 51 buyers, yet I am seeing about a dozen. Let me see, directory. Okay, so there's the 51. You may need to go to the following pages. You can sort it alphabetically or by relevancy. And then your matches, that's always going to be a smaller number than the 51. For example, with my construction one, there's 23 people that may be a fit. It takes a bit to get used to the system. So any other questions you may have on how to navigate it could take some time, but All right, well, I'm going to email this recording out to everybody that's registered. I'll also post it on this matchmaking tab on the Super Matchmaker website. Don't forget that scheduling opens tomorrow at 11, so the sooner you schedule an appointment, the greater your likelihood of getting appointments and also the best availability. We do ask for people to respond to the meeting requests within 48 hours, but there's no promises. I do follow up, but sometimes some people don't have enough time to respond to their meeting requests until a couple days before, so please be patient. Will it be a rush tomorrow at 11? I am I do notice some suppliers, or a good portion of them, tend to schedule their meetings early or have somebody else do it on their behalf. Um, so yeah, I'd recommend scheduling as close to 11 as you can. If you can't do it till later in the day, that's fine, but um, the earlier you have, the greater availability of appointments. You'll be fine. If anybody needs help tomorrow, I'm available by phone or email, as well as by my business matches. But it's pretty simple to schedule your meetings. Just go to your matches tab, click the request meetings, and if somebody already has an appointment for that time, it'll be grayed out, so you won't be able to schedule at that time. All right, well, thanks again for joining. I hope you found this to be helpful and you're ready for tomorrow. Um, I'll send out this recording. This video is pretty good too if you need an extra tutorial, or if you prefer user guides to videos, there's that option as well. Thanks again. Have a nice day.